back with another video. Your girl is back at it again. I know I haven't been missing for a while now. It's been a month since I haven't posted, but I am back now and I am here to stay because I have nothing else to do with my life because we are quarantined in the house. Okay? For this video, I switched up things a bit because you guys know I like to talk. So I'm gonna be talking a lot because I borrowed a game from a friend. It's called Fuckboy Flashcards. I answered like 7 questions. I answered 7 questions for the video. And I was giving my opinion, and some things on the cards I didn't agree with. It's still a good game to keep you talking and keep your mind stimulating because it's a mentally stimulating game. From Derrick Jaxn. I don't know if you guys know him, but I follow him on Instagram and he gives a whole bunch of good advice. Yeah, no, for real. This is a nice game. If you guys wanna, if you guys wanna know if he's a fuckboy or not, just buy this game. I don't know if this game still exists, but you can go on his website, I guess, and get it. Yeah, I'm just gonna post the link down below. I don't know if it's sold out or not. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know if he still makes them. Don't kill me if he doesn't. After that, if you guys can't get the game, it has nothing to do with me. I ain't doing no publicity for nobody. So while I was talking a whole bunch of trash, because I like to talk. I like to talk while I was talking. I also did this bum ass makeup look. It's still step by step on what I do when I do my makeup. It's the same step all the time. I use the same product all the time, but I'm also playing the game at the same time. So it makes it more entertaining for you guys. What else can I say? What more can I say? Oh yeah, subscribe to my channel. Why not? All you gotta do is click the button. It's always the same step. You ain't gotta do much. You just gotta press. It's free 99. I don't know why y'all been stingy. Y'all don't even gotta pay for it. All you gotta do is click the button, and y'all don't wanna do it. Like, why? Why? Whatever. Let's start the video fresh. If you guys wanna see how I did this look, if you guys wanna hear me talk about fuckboys, all you gotta do is continue to watch. Alright, I'm done. Action. Alright, people. Happy quarantine. Because this is how I'm gonna start my videos now. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I have like little spots here on my face. Here too, it looks like I have like wrinkles, which I don't. It's just spots. It's annoying. So today, what kind of makeup I wanted to do? I wanted to do like a smoky, crazy smoky eye. I feel like I should lower my camera. Hold on. This is better. Let's just get right into it. I haven't done my makeup in forever. Like probably 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So y'all know the drill. I'm gonna put that milk of magnesia just on my T-zone. While we're waiting for it to dry, I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna color correct. Yeah, my skin got like super dry for like some reason, and it bruised. It's like all over here, and like here. Okay, and I'm just gonna take a brush to buff it in. Oh yeah, and I used the LA Girl Pro Conceal in orange corrector. This is the corrector that I always use, so nothing new. Today I wanted to like do like cause I have cards and because we're bored, we ain't got shit to do. So I don't know if y'all follow Derrick Jaxn on Instagram. He's the guy that talks about like relationships and stuff like that. He came out with games. It was like a mentally stimulating. And then my friend like let me borrow his fuckboy flashcard. So I'm gonna pick a random card. I'm gonna talk about it while I do my makeup. Okay. Oompa Loompa All right, so I'm gonna use my foundation. The same one that I always use is the Studio Fix Fluid and NC50. I always use about like 2 pumps. Let's just go in. I'm just gonna do my foundation and then we'll talk about stuff. All right, so now that we're done with foundation, let's just get in with our first question. I'm gonna pick like a random card. As you guys can see, I am not even looking. All right, this one's a little crazy, y'all, because as women, I feel like we do that all the time. But anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I know I do this all the time, especially when it comes to feelings. So let's read it. You have had a rough day till the point it leaves you breaking down into tears. Your man catches you in the middle of them and asks you, "What's wrong?" You answer, "Nothing," due to not having the ability to articulate it at the moment. He responds, "Okay, cool," before proceeding to tell you about his day. Is he a fuckboy or nah? This one's really tricky because I want to say yes, because like, boy, I'm crying. You see me crying and like I say, you ask me what's wrong, I say nothing, and you're just like, "Oh yeah, okay, so fine, so yeah, babe, today, oh my god, you can't believe what happened at work today, blah blah blah." Like, can you at least comfort me or something? Like, I'm gonna take my concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. I'm just gonna put it under my brows. It is a little bit fuckboyish because like, are you that selfish? Of course I have issues, and you can tell because I'm literally crying. I am in tears and you don't care. My opinion is that yes, he's a fuckboy and he doesn't care about, like, he doesn't care enough about you to care about your feelings. Yeah. Why would you like dismiss me like that? The hell? And I'm gonna start with doing my brows today actually, because I think I'm gonna do eyes last. Is he a fuckboy? Yes or no? Because he's your man. Like, it literally says he's your man, and like, you've had a rough day. All right, so you've had a rough day and he wants to tell you about his day. So maybe he's really eager to tell you what happened to him at work. So yes, maybe it depends, but still, like, he's not the one crying. Maybe he cried before, you don't know. Let's just read the answer in the back of the card, because I feel like, first of all, we need to define what a fuckboy is. A fuckboy is somebody who doesn't care really about you or your feelings, and he plays with your emotion. A fuckboy is somebody who cheats on you. A fuckboy is somebody who doesn't protect you, right? So a fuckboy is somebody who doesn't provide for you. Well, is somebody who doesn't protect you, doesn't protect your feelings at all costs, and somebody who pretend to love you and he doesn't really love you. We should definitely Google the definition. The definition of a fuckboy is from the Urban Dictionary. A fuckboy is a guy with the body of a man and the mind of a perverted teenager. He has no heart, just a penis that he uses to paint the town. Kenny is a fuckboy, only sending snaps at 2 a.m. These brows are fire! So just write some fuckboys behavior in the comment section below and tell me what you think. A fuckboy is somebody who, while you guys are together, he has another woman pregnant. Like, the fuck? We're supposed to be together and you're out here fucking these women raw. Like, what kind of respect do you have for me? None, fuckboy. So next, I'm going to contour. Now that we kind of defined what a fuckboy was, alright, I'm just gonna contour my cheek. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a stick foundation, and this is the shade Cocoa Earth. No, what am I talking about? Cool Earth, sorry. I'm gonna contour my face. I recorded the video, but it didn't transfer into my hard drive. So now I have lost 2 video footage and I have to do a voiceover. Anyway, so I also lost the footage where I was highlighting and contouring. Well, I started the contouring, but I did not show you the part where I blended it or the part where I applied my concealer and I blended that. So I'm applying the Laura Mercier powder under my eyes, and then I'm gonna put the powder on both sides on the bridge of my nose to cut the contour out. That way it can be sharp. And then I'm applying the powder all over my face wherever I put the concealer at. So basically on my forehead, on my chin, under my contour, and on the bridge of my nose. That way it can be sealed in place and it won't budge. Yeah, I'm just gonna read the answer to you, and my opinion still remains the same on how I felt about this situation. But before I give you the answer in this footage, I'm actually applying my face powder, which is a skin mineralized powder by MAC in the shade dark. So the answer from the game is no. Him asking shows some level of concern, but there are people who simply do not have the emotional intelligence to read between the lines when someone else is hiding the emotion they're currently feeling. On the other hand, he could be sensing that you need a bit more time to gather your thoughts before opening up about your date, and that's his way of not pressuring you to talk. So obviously didn't agree with that. Like, it makes no sense. Like, she's literally crying in tears and you're just here talking about your day. Like, to me, it's like, are you crazy? No, it makes no sense. Anyway, back to the video. So because we're going to do eyes and I feel like there's going to be fallouts, I'm going to like bake under my eyes. The base that I use is the P. Louise base in the color 5. I'm just gonna take some powder, just a little bit, and I'm gonna place it up top here, just so the transition shade is easier to blend. All right, are we ready for another card? This is a first phone conversation. Okay, this is probably interesting. First phone conversation. She says, "I'm free this weekend if you'd like to do something." And he replies, "Cool, what you wanna do? Is he a fuckboy? Yes or no?" Ugh. Okay, alright. First of all, my opinion is that a man should come up with something first for you guys to do if he wants to take you on a date. Like, if he wants to really take you on a date, he's gonna take the initiative to make up some kind of plan and move forward. I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. I'm gonna take a Morphe M321 brush, and I'm gonna take the color Kenya. In my opinion, is he a fuckboy? Yes or no? It doesn't mean that he's a fuckboy. I'm creating the shape. Alright. So this is the shape that we're going for. Is he a fuckboy or not? I mean, not necessarily. But in my opinion, I want somebody who likes to take charge. So like, if we've been texting and you haven't, you know, proposed anything, and I'm the first one who's like, "Oh, I'm free this weekend. Do you want to do something?" I'm gonna take the Morphe M562 brush. And I'm gonna take the color, Jezebel actually. Yeah, I'm gonna put some red into it. Sometimes you gotta take a little charge in the beginning. Maybe he'll open up at the end. But doesn't mean that he's a fuckboy, because he's actually open to, you know, he's actually open to do something with you. So I'm gonna say no. Doesn't mean he's a fuckboy. It just means that he's slow, you know. All right, so the answer is no. While it may be the preference of many for a man to initiate the invitation for the first date, on the very first phone conversation, he may not feel like it's time to plan that far ahead. So if a woman beats him to it, she's setting the tone by taking initiative that she also has something she wants to do. So it makes sense that he would inquire if that's the case before offering suggestion of his own. So of course, you know, like I said, we want him to take the initiative, but like, she's the one who's like, "Hey, I'm free this weekend, want to do something?" Like, maybe she has a plan, like, for real. Like, I actually agree with this card. This one I actually agree with, okay? The other one I was like, meh. All right, next question. Your boyfriend of 6 months hits the lotto for 20 million. Ka-ching! You come home to a letter that says, "I sent an email to your boss and quit your job for you, but it's okay now because we're rich. Meet me at the courthouse so we can get married, no prenup. Let's start this life together." Is he a fuckboy or not? 6 months. Ugh. Oh my god. All right, so this one's funny. is this fuckboy behavior. I mean, like, yes. This is actually funny because, like, the fuck? Who asked you to call my boss? And, like, first of all, who said I wanted to spend my life with 6 months. This is funny. Oh my god. Alright. Like, who said I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you? And ain't nobody asked you to go and quit my job for me. Like, I'm just gonna take my Tartelette palette in Bloom. And I'm gonna take the darkest shade of the palette. This is Smoke Show. With the same M321 brush. Like, maybe he think what he was doing was the right thing to do. But I just feel like you're playing with my job. Like, I probably have a career. I'm probably like a fucking doctor. Like, and you go out here and just quit my job for me. Like, nobody asked me nothing. Like, the fuck? So yeah, like, you don't do that. You don't just call somebody's boss and be like, hey, she's quitting. We're rich now. Like, no. First of all, 20 million. It is money. It's a lot of money. But like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, we could be rich or we could be richer. Like, we're not just gonna quit our jobs and like hit the lotto 20 millions and then that's it. No, we're gonna, you know, invest that money. That's my plan. If I hit the lotto one day, my plan is to keep working and invest my money and grow, make that money grow somehow, some way. Not just like hit the lotto and then quit my job and just be like, all right, I'm gonna spend all this $20 million on whatever I want and then be broke in the next 5 years and then I have nothing. No. So you have to have some sort of plan. You can't just be like, oh, I hit the lotto, we're good now, no need to work. And then you're taking that decision for me. If you take that big of a decision without my consent that's concerning my life, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna be mad. And no prenup. Let's just take a step back to that situation. I'm gonna call back my boss and be like, no, I'm not quitting my job. It's just the wrong decision. It says, so the answer is yes. So it says, in a ratchet, irresponsible way, this is romantic as hell. But realistically speaking, this boyfriend has lost his damn mind. No proposal, no discussion before quitting your job for you or your plans on how to use the money wisely that he assumed would be enough to convince you to marry him. Let's not even get into tax being just taken out. The fact he thinks he just bought your marital commitment is plenty of evidence that he's a fuckboy. Good intention or not, he's doing too much. All right, I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna take Sheba and put it all over my lid. I just feel like it's just irresponsible behavior. Thinks he can like buy you with like a lottery ticket. I mean, some people you can buy their love with money, but that's just not me. All right, let's attack the other eye. This is cute. Next step is we're going to take the powder under our eye. We're going to dust it off. I'm gonna cut the sides with my concealer. That's right there. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand. You really want to take like a little bit because you don't want it to show too much. And then just cut it. We're gonna smoke the bottom. I'm gonna take the same palette, Smoke Show, with the same. And then take my little Morphe brush, this one, the M562, and I'm gonna run it under my lash line like this. Next card before we put on lashes. So you call your boyfriend. It doesn't say how long you guys been together, nothing. You call your boyfriend and you say, babe, I'm short $75 on my rent. He says, when's the last day to pay it? You say 3 days from now. He says, okay, you still have time then. Is he a fuckboy? Yes, no, or it depends. Alright, so let's talk about this one. This one kind of was aching my nerve a little bit because like, it is your rent. You don't have, like, he doesn't have to give you the money to pay your rent. But at the same time, when you said, babe, I'm short $75 on my rent, you didn't ask like, babe, can I borrow $25 for my rent? Or maybe he doesn't even have it. If you want to ask him for money, just ask him directly. Don't just be like, babe, I'm short $75 on my rent. No. Ask for literal help, or else you're probably not gonna get it. So is he a fuckboy? I don't think so. And he's like, you still have 3 days. So like, yeah, maybe 3 days from now, just come back and be like, babe, I'm still short $75 on my rent. Can you help me? That's like a better approach. You can't just be like, babe, I'm short $75 thinking that he's just gonna give you the money. I'm using Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in the color C6. This is from MAC. And then highlighting under my eyes. Some guys are like, hey babe, I got you. Me, my opinion, of course I prefer for a guy to be like, hey babe, I got you, don't worry about it. Like, you know, take the initiative and just give you the money. But at the same time, she didn't ask him direct. And some men are very stupid. You gotta be really, really, really direct. That's just how I feel. This one was a little easy. I just feel, I didn't read what it says in the back. I hope it's no, because like, yeah. That's just how I am. I am really independent. I hate asking people for help and stuff. It says, is he a fuckboy? Yes or no? What is wrong? It says, yes, he's a fuckboy. So 2 things are in play here. He's either a fuckboy or he's not your babe. Real men are solution-minded, and when their woman has an issue with anything, their priority immediately becomes to solve it. Not shrug it off. If he can't personally solve it, he'll carry this burden with you and look for a way to help, even if it's just helping you craft a request for extension. See, this is confusing, because remember we had the other one where, you know, you was crying and he wasn't a fuckboy for that, but he's a fuckboy for not helping you find a solution to help you pay your rent. See, to me that doesn't make sense. I don't agree with him. I don't. And I love this guy. Everything he says usually resonate with me. He's either a fuckboy or he's not your babe. So like, he's like, real men are solution minded. And when their woman has an issue with anything, their priority immediately becomes to solve it. But then you had the other question where she was crying and then he didn't really, she was crying. You just like, all right, so you good? All right, let me just talk about my day. Like, how does this make sense? And then the other one is like that's what I'm not understanding. So like, anyway, so make it make sense. Like, all right, so I'm going to do bronzer. All right, so let's just go to the next one. Okay, this one is kind of weird. She, the girlfriend, says, where are you? It's getting late. And the boyfriend says, be home in a minute. Is he a fuckboy or not? I mean, this one is kind of fuckboy behavior, I want to say, because like she said, first of all, she asked you a question and you didn't answer that question. She asked you, where are you? It's getting late. And you're not replying. You're just being dismissive to her question. And you're just like, babe, I'll be home in a minute. It's kind of suspect. Like, can't you tell me where you were and then tell me that you'll be home in a minute? If I ask you where you at and you're just like, I'll be home in a minute. First of all, that shows to me that you're probably lying. And you're hiding something. So like, whatever you're hiding, it just shows me that you're being weird. And that's just how I feel on this one. Then like, this one is easy for me. See? Yay! We agree! He said yes! Even if he really will be home in literally a minute, that's not how a man should talk to his woman. She could be scared for his safety, and his reply is so insensitive. A better reply would be, I'm on my way home, you okay? To let her know that he cares, and yes, that matters. So of course, that's what I said. Like, he's being very dismissive, and like, bruh, I asked you where you at, cause it's getting late, you know? I'm worried. Where you at? And he just be like, I'll be home in a minute. Like, are you okay? You know. I'm gonna put on my Miami lashes from Lily Lashes. Alright. Lashes are on. I'm gonna take this as a BH brush number 10. I'm gonna take the color Zuri. And I'm gonna put it in my inner tear dot. We're gonna do one last question before I finish my whole face. I'm gonna switch this one. I'm gonna read it because this is such a sensitive topic that I don't even want to, you know, elaborate on that. All right, so upon meeting you, your date asks you to see your birth certificate to eliminate the chances of you being a transgender. Is he a fuckboy, yes or not? All right, let's just put blush on first. I'm gonna put the MAC Desert Rose blush. I'm just gonna say no because like maybe he has a preference and he just don't want you to be, you know. I mean, it's kind of weird like when you ask somebody to just, you know, can I see your birth certificate just to make sure you're not a transgender? It's kind of like It's a weird thing to ask. Some women identify as a woman even though they were born as another sex. So it's like they feel like it doesn't matter if I was a boy before because I'm a woman. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but I prefer you to be born as a woman. So it's like, no, it's not a fuckboy thing to ask. But on the first date though, on the first date, what? Like, to be honest, if a man come and ask me on the first date, bring your birth certificate, I just want to make sure you're not. First of all, it has my whole government name. I'm just gonna be like, that's kind of weird. But then I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna do it because maybe, you know, he was in a situation where he was, you know, he was dating this woman and she ended up, like, he was dating her for a long time and she ended up being, you know, a transgender, and he doesn't want to get caught up in that situation again because maybe that person lied to him. So I understand. But at the same time, like, it is a weird question to ask someone. Maybe his preference is for you to be a transgender. So it's like, it's all about preference. Yeah, to me, it doesn't mean that he's a fuckboy. It just means that maybe he has a preference, and maybe his preference is for you to be a transgender. Who knows? Like, maybe his preference is for you not to be a transgender. So it's all about, to me, that question is all about preference. I'm gonna spray my face, and I'm using the Dewy Finish spray from NYX as usual. Always the same step. I'm gonna read what it says. In this day and age, it's no more of a stretch to ask for birth certificates than it is to do a criminal background search on Google. Helps to be sure, right? However, tact isn't too much to ask. Like I said, if somebody asks me for my birth certificate on the first date, I'm just gonna be like, bruh. A request for a birth certificate can be received as an insult, and if he doesn't care to use it, then he's inconsiderate and habitual asshole, aka a fuckboy. So, like I said, like, if you ask me for my birth certificate on the first date, like, bruh, in this day and age, you know, maybe he was in a situation where he was dealing with, you know, somebody who was a transgender and she wasn't honest about it, or maybe, you know, his preference is for him to date a transgender. And I'm not gonna take it as an insult for him to ask me for my birth certificate, because transgender women be so pretty, like fire. They look so bomb, like really pretty, like, and it's like, and some people think like, oh, maybe he thinks I look like a man, and he was like, nah. I wouldn't take it as an insult. That's probably why some people would take it as an insult. All right, let's just do one more for the culture. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, wow. This one's easy. Like, this one's easy. All right, this one's really easy. Okay. So on our first date, she says, "Can you stop staring at my boobs, please?" He says, "If you don't want me looking at them, why do you have them out?" Is he a fuckboy? Yes or no? First of all, fuck yes. Yo, what am I, like a sexual object? Is that all I am to you? So it's like, while I do this, I'm just gonna line my lips. Maybe because I feel comfortable having them out, and me having them out has nothing to do with you having to stare at them. And I'm gonna use Midnight Summer from MAC. Lipstick. Going back to what I was saying, if I have my boobs out, like, I don't have my boobs out for you, and like, we're on a first date, like, come on, like, can we? It just shows me where, you know, your mind is really at. Like, it shows me that all you want to do is fuck, because all you do is look at my boobs. You don't care about anything else that I have to offer. And yes, I have them out, but it's not for you to stare at them. This is how I dress when I want to feel beautiful, and I felt like I wanted to look beautiful on this date, and now all you do is just stare at my boobs. It's like, your answer should just be like, all right, it's cool, I'm sorry, you know? But the fact that you're like, oh, well, you're dressed a certain way, so I'm looking at your boobs, why is that a problem? Like, no. I'm telling you, stop staring at my boobs, and you should honor my feelings. And point blank, period. All right, I'm using Tres Leche lip gloss from NYX. So the answer is yes. While he may be confused about what he perceives as mixed signal, your statement should have answered all questions. Like, stop staring at my boobs. And the only appropriate response would be respect for your request. Anything else justify the drink that ends up in his face. So like, yeah, if you keep looking at my boobs, I'm gonna take it offensively, and I'm gonna throw a drink at you, or no, I'm I'm not gonna do that. But it justifies all the action that I'm gonna take after. It shouldn't be like, oh, why you dressed like that? Nah, no, it shouldn't be. Zero point period. All right, so I'm using MAC Gold Deposit for highlight. Oh, it's pretty. I'm gonna put some spray once again. All right, so this is our finished look. I'm actually done. I hope it was fun. I gave you guys my opinion on these 7 questions. If you guys don't agree with me, it's totally fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And just leave me comments down in the section down below. Just let me know what you think so we can have a little, you know, chat. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my hair and I'll be right back with the final look. So this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. This one was actually, you know, it was fun to do. I took my time, you know, I wasn't rushing. I'm actually not going anywhere because we're all in quarantine right now. We're not supposed to go anywhere, so I'm gonna take mad pictures though. We did play a game of Fuckboy flashcard. It was super fun. I hope you guys liked it. And like I said, if you guys don't agree with my opinion, it's okay, you know? All you gotta do is leave your comments down below and we'll chat. There's a lot of cards, okay? We can play this game forever. I hope you guys like it because I really like it. It looks pretty. It took me actually a long time to do. Like, where's my phone? Oh my god, it's like 5. I think I started this look at like maybe 2. I know I haven't posted in a while. My fault. I'm so sorry. But you know, this quarantine and coronavirus got me like all messed up. It made me realize like, listen, this life is not guaranteed. Like, we can't take anything for granted. So like, this coronavirus is just attacking everybody and it doesn't care if you're black or white. A lot of people are saying like, oh, I'm black, I'm not gonna get it. What? It's attacking everybody. But anyway, I'm just hoping everybody does their part and they're staying home. Wash your hands. I'm praying to God that everybody stays safe during this really, really difficult time. It's like a whole bunch of us that's suffering through this epidemic. So like, you're not alone. We're all in this together. Like, literally, the whole planet is in this together. So yeah, I hope you guys like this look. And if you guys want to see more, subscribe to my channel. All you gotta do is click the button right here. It should be right here. It says subscribe. If it's not this side, then it's this side. Yeah, so anyway, just, you know, subscribe to my channel. Leave comments down below if you guys, you know, if you guys have different opinions. This is my opinion, okay? And they belong to me. I don't have to say whatever I want on my channel, okay? Let's just talk about it, okay? Let's talk about it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.